Today we are pulling a $3,000 video game mystery box. Make sure you stick through to the end because you are not going to want to miss this one. Kyle brought us a gift.
Not sponsored. Multiple gifts.
Sponsored by Kyle.
Yeah, sponsored by Kyle.
The Oreo Coke.
Yeah.
All right, give it a try, Ryan.
Okay. I need to try this. I'm a big Oreo fan, so.
You gotta take a gulp.
It smells like Coke. Like a vanilla Coke kind of. He doesn't want it.
No good?
Oh. Tastes weird.
I didn't think they were bad.
I mean, yeah, I know what like Coke tastes like with zero sugar. I guess it's okay.
It's there. It's not bad. It's better than sugar-free Coke.
Yeah.
I don't think Coke's zero.
Is it?
But I don't like any zero sugar Coke
Excuse me.
really. But
Very ladylike.
My bad.
I can drink it.
What's this one?
I also brought the 50th anniversary variety box from Hello Kitty. It was on sale at Costco for like $12.
Nice. Well, these will be for everyone else. Because I hate them.
You hate boba?
Yep.
Why?
Just don't like it.
It's not terrible.
How?
No, it's
How can anybody not like boba?
I just don't like it.
Yes.
I don't like
it's-
any tea.
There's a little bit
But
of
it's a
like
milk
zero
tea. You
sugar,
love
but
milk.
Not as much as with a regular.
Is it regular milk? I'll drink it.
You are a certified milk boy.
I don't like tea, and I don't like this.
All right, Cooper took a sip already, but here's a better sip. Thoughts?
Yeah, I don't like it. It tastes like diet soda.
But
Well,
it's
it is.
free. Come on.
But do you taste the Oreo at all?
Barely.
Barely?
It's like you had a can of Diet Coke and you took a pack of Oreos and went,
Just a whiff?
yeah.
Like you guys ate an Oreo and then you're like washing it down with Coke and you just kind of get that little.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like an aftertaste of
Yeah.
Oreo, but
Yeah.
it's the diet flavor is overwhelming and I don't like it.
Oh,
No.
So we just got a pretty cool game in the mail, and I know we don't show a lot of the trades and stuff on the main channel anymore. If you want to see them, you can go to the Double Jump Extras channel, but this one is very special, and I wanted to kind of highlight it real quick. This isn't a trade-in, though. This is something that somebody had posted for sale in a Facebook group, and I was like, that price seems cheap. Looked it up, verified, yes, it was pretty cheap, and I was super happy to pick it up. It's not a condition upgrade over my own copy, although I wish it was because mine is not in the best condition, but neither is this one. They'd both be considered poor, but it is a complete copy of Super Turrican 2 for the Super Nintendo. This is a very hard to find game, pretty expensive for the Super Nintendo. The last 3 sold copies, according to eBay and price charting, are all like $1,100 and up. This one, like I said, is not in the best condition. It's got little rips on the top. It's got a piece of tape on the back. I don't know if you can see it. It's at the top there. And then the cartridge and the manual each have a rip on them where it looks like an old like rental sticker might have been removed. So not the best condition, but overall it's really not that bad. And so I was able to price it down a little bit because we did get a pretty good price on it. I'm happy about that. And here's the next trade clip that's all set up. While I'm standing here, might as well show you guys Chrono Trigger that we got. Very nice clean copy. And also just a little Lufia too. No, you know, nothing too special, but there's some good stuff in here. So I don't know if the guy who ordered the mystery box wants us to say his name or not, so we're just going to not do it. We're just going to call him Guy. But here's what he wants in his $3,000 mystery box. There it is, $1,000, quantity 3, and he said, looking for PS1, PS2, PS3, Vita, Dreamcast, N64, GameCube, and 3DS. Into RPGs and horror. Quality games, please. Complete in box, please. No sports, puzzle games, or visual novels. No greatest hits, player's choice, or Nintendo selects. He gave us a pretty good variety of consoles to pull for, which is good because with such an expensive box, if you just ordered $3,000 of just N64 games, might be a little bit difficult. I'm glad that he mainly said he's into RPGs and horror because those games do tend to be more expensive, so that'll make it a little bit easier to fill the box. But I'm sure we can get some other stuff in there, just no sports, puzzle games, or visual novels, but maybe some platformers, some action games. I think some of those would be okay. And yeah, good thing we just got a bunch of PlayStation stuff traded in, so let's pull this box. So I actually just called him to clarify a few things because he put Nintendo 64 on the list, but then later said complete in box only. So I did verify he does only want complete N64 games, no loose cartridges. He also said that we could add some PS4 games into the box here, and then also he's okay with like fighting games, platformers, action games. He just doesn't want sports, puzzle, or visual novels, but he does prefer RPGs and horror. So I'm gonna try to stick as much to that as I can, but we do have some good PS4 RPGs, and I told him that, and he said he's cool with those, so we're gonna add some of those in as well. But I'm gonna start off just going through his list in the way that he wrote it down for us. So starting first, we're gonna be looking at PS1. And with the collections and stuff we've been getting in recently, we have a pretty good selection right now, but we are looking for complete only. So let's start with Beyond the Beyond. And I'm not gonna film every single thing that we pull, obviously, but I will show you guys before we kind of finish. Oh, that's in pretty poor condition. We'll skip on that one. Bam. But like I said, we will show you guys everything towards the end, but this is gonna take quite a while to pull, so filming myself pull every single game off the shelf, probably not gonna work very well. But how about Legend of Dragoon? Here's a big one, Ogre Battle, and complete in good condition. And another big one, Sayuki Journey West. And a really big one, Vanguard Bandits. It says it's in port. Oh, never mind. Kind of water damaged. How about instead Xenogears? And let's give them a couple long box games as well, if they're in good condition. That should have a red sticker on the side because it's not complete, and that one's poor, so we're not doing either of those. What about this one? Why is this marked as poor? Because of that? That's fine. So I will come back to PS1 if we need some more stuff for the box, which we probably will. And you know what? Before we even move on, let's add Star Ocean. Okay, so we're gonna do PS2, PS3, PS4. I might show you guys a couple games I'm pulling, but not every single thing. But let's start with Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, because it's one of the best PS2 games of all time. And you know what? Let's get in there with a Dawn of Mana. Doesn't look too bad. Blood Omen 2, The Bouncy, and Dragon Quest. He did say horror, so we're going with Fatal Frame. We got to give him Shadow of the Colossus and Eco and Shadow Hearts Covenant. Just kidding, the back of Shadow Hearts is very water damaged. Phantom Brave looks good though. And how about Neo Geo Battle Coliseum? And how about Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance? And Legacy of Kain Defiance. Vampire Knight. And Time Splitters Crisis Zone. This is going to be a very difficult box to pull. Not that we don't have enough stuff, but trying to stick to those genres of mainly RPGs and horror, it's a little difficult, but I think it's going to be a little bit easier once we get to the boxed N64 games, because those are going to add up pretty quick. But moving on to PS3, let's go Blades of Time. Also, Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2. And he said no greatest hits or anything, so we can't go with God of War Collection. What do we have down here? Here we go. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We'll do a Resident Evil 5 Steelbook. Shadows of the Damned. We'll go with a Star Wars Steelbook. And this cool Trails to Tiara 2 with the little booklet. I hope he likes some big box stuff too, because we're going to give him this Dragon Star and this Hakuoki. He said complete. I'm hoping that sealed is going to be okay for some. Obviously, we're not going to try to give him just a bunch of sealed games, but that one says this is a cut on the back. We'll go with this other copy here, but we are probably going to have to put in at least some factory sealed games, at least once we get to PS4, because that's mostly what we have. This is where we are at so far. I don't know what the dollar amount is, but we got some PS4 in there, so we're going to move on to Vita. Here's our Vita section. We have stuff up top, and also more right here. lots to choose from. But how about ease? I also grabbed the Trigger Happy Danganronpa thing that was there. What else do we have? Oddworld. We have 2 Oddworld games. Maybe we'll give him both of those. And how about some Hyperdimension Neptunia, if I can get it out of here. And what else? How about Final Fantasy? Got some more Vita in there. Let's go look at the Dreamcast section. Let's go Dead or Alive 2, Draconis. All the ones with the red dots have no manuals, so we don't want to pull from there, but how about another JoJo game? Kind of an expensive one. We also have Marvel vs. Capcom. Let's go with both of these, Psychic Force and Pen Pen. And what else do we have in here? Soldier of Fortune, maybe not. But how about Toy Commander? Now would also be a good time to mention that if you want to order something, you better order it now, because the day that this video goes out, later in the evening, our website will be shut down for PRGE. So I'll talk about it again later in the video, just in case someone skips the mystery box portion, but if you want to order something before PRGE, do it right now. Ryan is starting to scan the games in for me, so we know where we're at dollar amount wise, and I'm going to continue pulling because this is nowhere near $3,000 yet. But let's move on to N64, GameCube, and 3DS. These are all the ones that we have to choose from. We also have the 40 Winks in here, but it's not an official. It's more of like a newer kind of homebrew, not really homebrew, but it's not part of the official library, so I'm not gonna worry about that one. There aren't really many RPGs or horror games on the N64, and I don't see Hexen in here, so I also don't see Resident Evil 2. So we'll do the best we can and go with Castlevania, which I think is a pretty fun game. Most people don't like this one. And what else can we do for him? How about, that was kind of sun faded. About, oh, that's box only. Chameleon Twist, pretty fun little platformer. We'll go with that one. And, ooh, we actually have Castlevania Legacy of Darkness as well. Give them both Castlevanias, that'll be a good one. And since I think we need some more kind of like value in here, let's go Earthworm Jim 3D, kind of a hard one to find. And let's go Power Rangers. So we were adding things up and turns out we actually pulled way too much. So we're taking these off, these 2 stacks here, taking those off of the order because we still haven't even pulled any GameCube or 3DS, which they requested. So I want to make sure that we get them at least a little bit of everything from their list. So with the rest of this stuff here, that is just over 3,000 already. So as you guys know, try to give a little bit of extra value here, even though he did have a coupon code to use, I think either because he signed up for the membership or because he signed up to our newsletter thing, I don't know. But he got a pretty good discount. So let's look at some GameCube games. We don't really have anything for horror and not much for RPGs, but we do have one we can give them. Phantasy Star Online Episodes 1 and 2. And Star Wars. There really isn't much else for GameCube that we can put in this box without going with random stuff. So let's move on to 3DS. For 3DS, we do have a few good options. Etrian Odyssey 2, and what else is in here? Here we go. Zero Time Dilemma. So here is the full box. This comes to about $3,300 in value, and like I said, this is a $3,000 box, and he did have a discount on there, which, you know, we don't factor in that discount into the amount we're pulling. He still gets the full $3K, but we got an extra $300 in value here for him as well. And as you guys may have noticed, all these games came from the glass cases. None of these came from the shelves where the cheaper stuff is, and that's because when you want horror and RPGs, there really isn't too much that's going to be, you know, out on the shelves. Most of it's usually glass case games. So that's where we pulled all these from, and I really hope that he enjoys. Like I said, I talked to him on the phone. Very, very nice guy, very understanding and accommodating with everything. So tried to pull the box best as I could to his specifications, and I'm sure he's gonna love it, but I know a lot of you guys watching probably will not, because this was not pulled for you. It was pulled for him. So if that was your order, thank you so much for placing it. That was a huge boost on what was otherwise kind of a slow day here at the store, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it was pretty slow.
But this is awesome, so thank you. So we're about to leave, and Ryan and Jess just opened some Pokemon cards.
We opened the more expensive pack. It had nothing.
It had nothing in it, but opened up one of these Shining Fates, and here, I'll show you the lamer one first. I got this full art that looks pretty cool, but the cool one. Just a casual Charizard VMAX.
Ryan, no.
Oh yeah. So I might get it graded. I don't know.
How much was that pack?
That was a $5 pack.
I'll triple your money.
Yeah. I want to keep it.
Okay.
Yay. I love it.
We're saving up cards to do the next grading batch. We have 4 cards from customers and only 1 card for the store so far. So if you guys have a few that you want to do, then...
Like this one.
Yeah.
But don't do this one because I'm going to do it and you can't do doubles. Because I don't want to get it mixed up.
But I meant if you and Jess have more cards you want to do.
I'm sure we do.
We got to get to 20 or 25, I think, before we can send them in. That's a pretty good pull for $5.
Yeah. We were kind of hoping that, you know, this one would have like
cool in it.
maybe an Umbreon.
Moonbryon.
But it did not. That's okay.
It had nothing.
Maybe next time. It was a gamble, you know.
I think the Charizard paid off.
The Charizard kind of makes up for
All right, that's it for today. These guys are going on their weekend. And Abby too, even though she was supposed to not work today. But yeah, Bobby wasn't feeling too well, so he wasn't here. So Abby filled in. And tomorrow we have me and Colton and Ariel.
Maybe.
And maybe Bobby. We'll see. Ariel might call out sick as well. And Abby might have to work again.
That's not happening. I have stuff tomorrow.
Well, I guess we're just going to be closed tomorrow, so we'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, Abby, who's not supposed to work today, but she is. And good morning, Colton.
Hello.
Unfortunately, Bobby and Ariel are both not here today. So Abby's filling in, and we're still down a person.
Hi, my name is Abby Bobby Ariel today. How can I help you?
And we pulled some orders, so I'll show you guys those real quick, and then we'll talk about how we might be screwed. So these are the orders we pulled this morning. We have some awesome Super Nintendo games. Also Zelda for GameCube. We have a big Switch order here with some special edition games on it as well.
Woo!
PSP and Genesis, and then another order with more Genesis
It's
and some PlayStation.
Wait,
It's
no.
not genocide! So, like I said, we might kind of be screwed a little bit, and that's because our boxes for the Zelda game have been stuck in customs. They said it should normally take 1 to 3 business days. It has now been 9 business days, or not 9 business days, but 9 days total. Last Sunday, I submitted some requested information for them, and we were expecting that by like Tuesday, Wednesday, they would be released, and we would have them by, you know, Thursday, Friday. Unfortunately, that was a very long time ago, and they were finally released today. And for some reason I had to pay import duties on them, which doesn't make any sense because it wasn't that expensive of an order, but whatever. I'll pay 28% import duties to get them. It doesn't matter. We just need them at this point. And they are hopefully getting shipped today, and they will be overnighted because it's DHL and they're basically like priority shipping all the time. So hopefully we have them tomorrow. And hopefully we get them earlier than later because we still have to like put all the boxes together and get all the stuff inside. The games also were just shipped today, so we should be getting those tomorrow as well. So there is a chance that everything will still work out and it'll line up and we can do our 9 p.m. release tomorrow for the game and get all the stuff shipped out to you guys before PRGE. But if it doesn't happen, we're screwed because this is like 350 pre-orders, the most we've ever had for a game. And all this extra stuff we have to do for it, which obviously we chose to, but it is, you know, stuff that needs to be done before we can get them shipped out. So fingers crossed, hopefully everything works out. We are still printing artwork as well, and this is what we have so far. They are separated into stacks of 100. So this is what, 230, 240-ish. We need about 350. So we have all of these that we need to cut, and obviously more printing. So hopefully these are also done by today. Abby,
Yeah.
what time is the website being shut off?
Midnight.
No,
11:59.
no.
I don't know.
Well, this video goes up at so we got to give people a chance.
Yeah, midnight.
No,
That's
we
no
close at
chance.
5.
Oh, 5.
How about 4:30?
Okay, 4:30.
So
Website goes down at 4:30.
So from the time this video goes live, you guys have 2.5 hours to get any orders in that you want until our website is down for the whole weekend.
Or unless you live out of the country.
For some reason, people somehow get through. But if you place an order, probably gonna have to refund it because we're selling everything at PRGE.
Bye-bye. Including all of Kyle's games.
Yeah, Kyle just did a trade-in.
He sold all of his video games.
Whoa, where's all the N64? I want
These
those
are
ones.
all individually signed by Kyle in invisible ink.
But they're only available at PRGE for the signed versions. Otherwise, we're gonna use Goof Off and get the signatures off. So if you buy it on the website, you can't get the signature.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Kyle. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a visualization on just how many copies of Zelda we actually had pre-ordered, which is really crazy. This is 350 of the artworks, double-sided. Finally got them all done, but look at that stack. That is insane. And then right next to that, that is, I think, about 310 of the sticker sheets. They accidentally didn't send, like, I think they said 40 of them, which they shipped later, and those have not gotten here yet. So I haven't actually counted these, but they said they shorted us 40. They're coming in the mail, hopefully very soon. We did get an update on the boxes. They should be arriving tomorrow. The only thing is, I don't know what time of the day. Hopefully they come earlier than later, because it's going to take all day to get these things prepped. And I also wanted to kind of announce like a little special bonus video that I'm going to be filming for the Double Jump Extras channel. Once this game is all done, we've got it all shipped out. I'm going to do a video on that channel, and I'm doing it there instead of here because it's going to be very long, very business focused, and with a lot of detail and stuff. Not really super fun and engaging for the vlog, but some of you guys might find it interesting, where I'm going to talk about the entire process from start to finish of doing this. The mistakes we made, how much it cost, how many copies we pre-ordered, how much that was, all the details. If you're interested, make sure you sub to that channel. There's a link down below. So today has been pretty slow, right, Abby?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's been kind of slow. Sales are decent. They're kind of like just only slightly below average, I would say, for a Wednesday, which is surprising because we've been kind of empty. Everyone's just saving their money and waiting for PRGE since it's only in a couple days. And I wanted to give you guys one last reminder that if you want to get anything from our website, make sure you do it ASAP. The website will be shutting down the day that this video goes live, and it will not be reactivated again until probably Monday at the earliest, if not Tuesday. And people always ask, but we have to shut the website down because when we are at the convention, we can't be worrying about trying to pull orders and stuff like that. So the website will be down, and if you can somehow see the website over this weekend, please do not place an order. It'll most likely just have to get refunded anyway. This is our idea for the booth layout. We've never mocked it up like this before, but every time it's always kind of everyone asking, where does this go, where does this go? So I printed 12 of these so everyone will have one, and we'll all know what we're doing. So these are the 8-foot tables that we get. We can have as many as we want, but this is the most that we can realistically fit. And in the past, we would have it set up so that people are walking into the booth like this and shopping. This way, this year, we're going to try doing it the opposite way, where people are shopping out here and we are back in here. So these tables right here, obviously customers that are out here can't reach back here. So on these tables, we'll have bigger stuff that they can see, but they don't need to necessarily touch, and they can ask if they want to see more. The whole back here is grid, so we will have all sorts of console boxes and big box stuff like that can be seen. We may end up moving all these tables back just a little bit so that people here are a little bit closer to the back wall, but I think it's going to work out pretty good. It's always really tight quarters behind the tables for us. We're like tripping over each other trying to get out and everything. So this is going to give us a lot more room to work with, and I think it's going to work out pretty good, but you'll see more of this in the next video. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we will see you tomorrow with our first kind of special PRGE video.